why Congress shouldn't be allowed to trade in the stock market, not even the Senate. Let's be very clear about this. If you're in Congress or in the Senate and you sit on a committee that deals with the stock market, big tech, healthcare, or defense, you shouldn't be allowed to buy or sell stock in those industries, period. Not you, not your spouse, not your cousin, and not your mama. This isn't about Democrats or Republicans. It's about integrity. Let's talk facts. In private sectors, companies like Deloitte, KPMG, and PwC do not allow their employees to invest in companies that they're auditing or researching. Why? Because it's a conflict of interest, it's unethical, and it's illegal. And you know what? This rule is very easy to enforce. They've been doing it for decades, but you violate it. You're fired. Done. So why is Congress playing by different rules? For instance, Nancy Pelosi, during her time under the Biden administration, came under fire after her husband, Paul Pelosi, made millions trading tech stock companies directly impacted by legislation that she had influence over. And just recently, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Republican, also made headlines for buying shares like Amazon, Apple, the Dollar General right before those stocks soared. That's not strategy, that's access. Senator Richard Burr, another Republican, dumped up to $1.7 million into stock right after the COVID outbreak briefing, while the rest of us were still buying hand sanitizers and toilet paper. Chris Collin, also a Republican, was straight up convicted for insider trading, gave his son tips about falling drug companies before it hit the news. He went to prison. That's how serious this can be. It's not just a few bad apples, it's the whole orchard. Over 70 members of Congress from both parties have violated the Stock Act, which was supposed to protect this kind of thing. But nothing's happened. We're not saying that you can't invest ever. We're saying while you're in power and have access to privileged information, you sit this round out, just like an accountant, an analyst, and an auditor in the private sector have to do it. Because if regular employees have to follow ethical rules, shouldn't Congress? Shouldn't the Senate? Yeah, I'm sure they should. And let's be real. If we can track your trades, we can track your lies. And the American people, we're watching you. Now do the right thing. Do the ethical thing and start sitting out when you're on those boards. Because we're getting fed up.